Hi guys, it's Rebecca here. I just want to show you how quick and easy it is to actually create a PowerPoint, add your voice recording to it, especially if you're working in a group project where you need to have 2 or 3 people talking about the same slide, what the best settings are to make it really simple, and how you can run through, make the slides change as soon as the voice is finished, and then how to export it as a video. So first thing I want to show you is how cool this little notes setting is. What I recommend doing is actually using it, because then you can just type in here what do you want to say about this slide, and that way if you have a group project and you have 2 to 3 people, you can put bullet points, or I find better to actually write exactly what I want to say. So I'm going to say, hi, my name is Rebecca and today I'm going to be talking about Peter Zumthor. Okay, so whatever it is you want to say here, use the notes settings, this little thing here. It's not going to show to your audience. It's just so that when you're recording, you can see what it is you're trying to say, and especially if you've got a time limit and you need to be careful about how long you're speaking for. Next thing is how to record your slides, your actual audio for these slides. So I'm just going to delete this one because I have already pre-recorded things for this. I will move this out of the way just slightly, and I've got here open my voice. No, I don't. Let's get it open. Voice recorder, which is built into my computer. So hopefully you have one as well. If not, you can use your phone even, and then send it to your computer. I'm sure there's a million ways. Okay, there's probably downloadable ones. I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to press record, and then I'm going to have this next to it, this PowerPoint slide right here, so I can read my notes on what my script is supposed to be. And this is great because you and your partners don't actually have to be near each other. You can be in your own homes recording your own voice clips, by yourself. So, hi, my name is Rebecca and today I'm going to be talking about Peter Zumthor. The other thing really quickly here is I can pause, like right now I've paused this recording. But anytime I can press this pause button again and add more to it. So great if you want to take a breath, if you want to give yourself a minute to figure out where you are in your script and then keep going, so you don't have to start again from scratch each time by letting it run on and add unnecessary gaps to your final presentation. So I'm happy with this. This is actually all I need to say for this slide. But if you were talking about a much bigger slide and you wanted to take a breath, okay, breathe, and then you press the button again and keep speaking, and they're not going to know that you took 15 minutes to prep yourself for the next part. Anyways, for this, I'm finished. I'm going to press stop, and I'm just going to rename it. Rename your audios. So this is going to be example. I have a ton here, so I'm going to be specific. I'm going to just call it example slide 1 and rename it so that when I go to find these files, you can insert them as you go, but it's really a good idea to name them specifically. So I'm going to now, okay, I've created something. I don't really need to see that anymore. I'm going to make it a bit bigger for you. So, okay, insert audio. It's also a good idea just to put these in a place that you know you can find them easily. So that was previous. Let's go in here and find where it is. Example slide 1 with a muffin. I'm going to move it to my folder of stuff. Back into PowerPoint, I'm going to go File, Audio from my PC. Here it is, example slide 1. That's exactly what I want. Insert. Couple settings here to do. While you've got it selected, you can move it wherever. It really doesn't matter. You can move it where you want, because we're going to click this Hide During Show checkbox. This means that this little thing is not going to show up in your presentation because you don't really want it to. And then you also want to change this to automatic, which means that as soon as I start my slideshow, this voice is going to play as soon as this slide appears. And that's kind of what you want and what you would imagine in a real life setting anyway. Another cool thing is this trim audio. So you can actually go in here and see, oh wow, there's like a whole second here, almost a whole second of where I haven't started speaking yet. You could go up there, you can check, and then just go, okay, and that actually trims it a little bit shorter. So especially if you have that, strict deadline of timing, you can trim back your audios to the second and make that a little easier. The other thing I want to do now is I want to go into transitions. This audio goes for, let's see, hover over here, 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Great, I know that's exactly how long this audio goes for. And once this audio is finished, I want the slide to change. I want it to go from this slide to the next slide automatically. I don't want to have to press anything or think any further about it. So with that selected, transitions, and you want to turn this off. Most likely this is turned on. Turn that off. And then you want to go after, and you want to type in here the exact seconds, 3 seconds and 43 milliseconds. It's okay to add a couple of milliseconds if you want to. I do, just in case. But you're also going to check the audio at the end to make sure it doesn't cut off too sharply, or, you know, if you need a couple more milliseconds to give a break and then next slide, that's totally up to you. But basically I would put in here almost the exact time that your audio takes to complete. And that is really it. That is really the most complicated that it will get. Although, if you want to add videos, like for example down here, I deleted it. Never mind. If I want to say, don't want that picture anymore, don't want that text, I want to actually, text is still there. I want to insert a video. I can do the exact same thing. I can just go to video from my PC, and I'll go to my desktop, find my little file here. Oh, look, here's a video. And there it is, But I want to have my, say I want this same audio. This is a different audio. Let's pretend it's a different audio. I have my audio and my video here. So while my video is playing, I want my audio to play at the same time. Now what we should have done is gone into playback, put these both on automatic, because we want them both to play. Okay, that one's all good. But what you want to do with one of them, pick just either the video or the audio. You want to go into different settings here. So I'm going to choose the video, and I'm going to go into animations. My mistake. Click on a video or the audio, go to animations and say with previous. So once this slide starts, they will start at the same time together. So then let's just show you how cool this is. Anyways, moving on. Okay. So once you have put all your slides in, you've recorded all your information, you've made all those changes to the settings, you've gone into transitions, and you've made sure that all of this is set to after and for the time limit that each recording is set to, you want to go through and press slideshow from beginning. And so you can, okay, I put the same audio there, but you get the point. Run through, make sure that your slides do change by themselves automatically. If they don't, you might need to check your settings. Make sure that your audio doesn't cut off. I just remembered one quick thing. Okay, say I have a partner and we both want to say an intro. We want to say something each. So I've got two, these are, pretend they're different. My partner goes, hey, I'm such and such, and this person goes, oh, yeah, and I'm so and so, and I want to talk about this presentation too. So if you've inserted them, whichever order you inserted them is how they're going to play. So if this person is first, I need to insert this audio first, then insert the second person speaking next. It'll just kind of remember which order they got put on the presentation slide, which order they are, and that's how they'll play. So if you did that backwards, you don't have to delete them both and then reinsert. You can do that. Or I can say, okay, well, actually I wanted this person to speak first, so I'm just going to cut the other one, just Control X. Now this is all that's left, and Control Paste, Control V. And now it thinks that this was inserted first, kind of thing. So I hope that helps in partner situations where you both have to speak on the slide. And then of course you want to, when you're checking your seconds, you're going to do some math here and actually add up how long this one takes and how long this one takes, because you need to account for both of them before you change the slide here. Okay, final thing, we want to file and we want to go export. We want to create a video, and we're going to use recorded timings and narrations because we have set it all up perfectly, and we're going to go create video. Pick where you want to save it. This is now example 2, and here it's going to show it actually going and making this video. So it does actually take a little while, so be prepared. Once it's ready, you can go into your file, open it up and play it through. I'm just going to turn that off. So play it through. Here you can see it's actually going for 15 seconds long, and that's a good way to check if your video